This episode brought to you by Van Helsing's Creature Codex, Monster of the Week's official, unofficial bestiary. My name is Michael. I've been absolutely fascinated by tabletop role-playing games for the better part of my life, and if you're fixing to shoot down the devil, well, you're going to be needing a few more wards on the barrel of that gun there, Skipper. Welcome to Roll With Me. The playbooks of Monster of the Week offer us a vast palette of flavors to help us build our campaign. One of my favorite things about this game is that the aesthetic of the campaign depends almost entirely on the playbooks that your hunters choose for their characters. Each playbook brings its own flavor and backstory and lore. All are great, but some I find especially fun. One of those being The Expert.
Hi, glad to meet you. Bobby Singer, paranoid bastard.
You have dedicated your life to the study of the unnatural. You know their habits, their weaknesses. You may not be the youngest or the strongest, but your knowledge makes you the biggest threat. The Expert is a hunter who knows a lot about magic and monsters. They've learned ancient secrets and they know where to look for more. And they come with their own well-supplied base of monster hunting operations. Let's get into it. Whether you're a crabby old semi-retired monster hunter or a weathered anthropology doctoral candidate, you know a lot about the world, and even more about the underworld. When building our expert, it is important to put together how we gained this knowledge, where the knowledge came from, what life experiences led to being the expert. This will color in a lot of the backstory in the world, and it's important to talk to your keeper about these things because it's important for the story. Suffice to say, this playbook will do very well in the investigation portions of your mysteries. Sharp is a very important score to consider when playing the expert. Obviously. Plus, with moves like preparedness, which leans on your smarts to get you pretty much anything pretty much any time, and I've read about this sort of thing, which allows you to use Sharp to act under pressure. It's pretty clear how to stat out the character. That said, the expert can hold their own in combat with moves like Precise Strike, and one of my personal favorites, It Wasn't As Bad As It Looked, which basically lets you just ignore harm because, I don't know, rub some dirt in it, it's fine. And the expert can get in touch with their weird side by invoking their dark past and trawling through their memories for black magic or forbidden knowledge. Cool. Now, for keepers, it is important to think outside the box when one of our hunters is running the expert playbook. It is a playbook literally designed to possess vast amounts of knowledge that directly pertains to the monsters with which you're trying to stump your party. What a pickle. Any dungeon master would look at this metagaming and knowledge ex machina nonsense and flip their DM screen, but that's okay because Monster of the Week is not D&D. Come on, the expert's rich tapestry of a past allows for tons of NPC acquaintances, the possibility of networks of hunters, story options galore. What they may or may not take from your mystery, they add to your world. And while they're a little less directly narratively controllable than other playbooks, a vast library of plot-convenient knowledge is convenient when the plot's got a plot. By the way, if you're playing an expert, Van Helsing's Creature Codex makes for a perfect in-world resource that your character would totally have. I hope you all found this one helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. YouTube tells me that 85% of my viewers are not subscribed yet, which is crazy, but also good if you think about it in a certain sort of way. So just everybody do that now and let's blow this thing up. And now this. If you're like me and you're always looking for rad myths and monsters to spice up your game, then you absolutely have to check out Van Helsing's Creature Codex. So my friend Bobby over at Roleplays cooked up this little bestiary for Monster of the Week, and it is, oh boy, it's something. It is super useful for both hunters and keepers alike. It features 16 unique monsters and eerily beautiful illustrations, and it's all steeped in this super cool, like, handwritten, antiqued journal aesthetic, which is extra cool because it makes for an amazing table prop that can exist in world in your game. It's bonkers, the link is in the description, and keep an eye out for Volume 2, The Vampire Nomicon, which is coming out in 2022. And while you're looking for cool things to spice up your game, my Monster of the Week campaign setting, Raven Creek, is available for free on my Patreon at patreon.com/Michael Wingate. You do not have to be a patron to get the PDF. It is free, but if you feel like hopping on the, choo-choo patron train, that would be super, super cool of you. Also, I have merch. It's fun, it's nerdy, and it's available on my website at wingatethebrand.com. Okay, enough capitalism.